Go ahead, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Priyanka, consultant and fertility specialist at Oasis Fertility, Banashankari, Bengaluru. Today, we will be talking on how to prepare mentally for IVF. See, in general, the fertility treatment and IVF, it can get overwhelming for women. It can be physically, mentally, as well as financially taxing. But on an IVF journey, it is very important to do things that make you feel good about yourself. So go ahead with a positive approach and a hope in mind. First is be at your best physical health status. So make sure that you are having a balanced diet rich in nutrients, which includes plenty of fruits and vegetables and about 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Avoid sugars, sweets, too much of tea or caffeine, any processed food, bakery items, junk food, or fried food. But during the IVF cycle per se, a high protein diet and plenty of fluids are advised because during the IVF cycle, your ovaries are stimulated, so the hormone levels in your body become high. So in that situation, to avoid any side effects, a plenty of fluid intake and a high protein diet is advised. Also, before you start your IVF cycle, make sure that all your baseline tests are normal. That is, your sugar is in check, your thyroid is under control, your hemoglobin is normal, etc. Second is workout. So, a brisk exercise, a brisk walk for about 45 minutes daily, or at least a workout, daily exercise for about 45 minutes per day, about 5 days a week is helpful. Those who are overweight, a 10% reduction in body weight can also do wonders and it can definitely improve your success rate in IVF. This is when you are preparing for the IVF journey. But during your IVF cycle, high intensity workout should be avoided. And sudden jerky movements should also be avoided because during the IVF cycle, your ovaries are stimulated so they become big in size. In that case, if there are any vigorous movements, it can cause twisting of the ovaries and then that can damage the ovaries. So during the IVF cycle, a normal stroll or a walk is definitely, it can be done, but a vigorous exercise should be avoided. Another crucial component in the IVF journey is to understand how it works. See, IVF is a step by step process. So, have an open communication with your doctor to understand how each step works and everything in detail. Usually, IVF is a four-step process. First is the ovarian stimulation. That is, we give injections to prepare the eggs for the eggs to grow. These injections they are started from the second day or third day of your cycle and they go on for approximately average 10 days. Some people they get ready earlier about 8 9 days, some may get longer around 11 12 days. But most of the patients they take around 10 days of injections daily. In between, there will be some scans and blood tests to check that whether your eggs are growing properly or not, so that we can adjust the dose of these injections. Now, once these eggs are ready, that is, all the eggs have grown to the adequate sizes, the second step comes in place, which is the egg retrieval. Egg retrieval is done under anesthesia, so you won't have any pain. And it is a daycare procedure. So if you come in the morning for egg retrieval, after 3 4 hours, you can even go back home. There is no cut, no stitch during the egg retrieval procedure. It is a daycare and an easy procedure. The third process is fertilization. On the day of your egg retrieval, your husband has to give a semen sample. And then a sperm and the egg, they are mixed in the lab to prepare embryos. These embryos are then grown for about 3 to 5 days in the lab to prepare embryos. Once the embryos are formed, then either a fresh embryo transfer can be done, that is in the same cycle they can be transferred in your uterus, or they can be frozen to be transferred later. And then the last step comes, which is the embryo transfer. So for embryo transfer, we have to prepare your uterus lining. If it is a frozen embryo transfer, then from the second or third day of your periods, there are some tablets to prepare the lining of your uterus, and it takes about 15 to 20 days for the lining to get ready, for the thickness to become adequate, and for good blood flow to come inside the uterus. And once the lining is ready, Then these embryos, they are thawed and they are put inside the uterus. In case of fresh embryo transfer, in the same cycle of your egg retrieval, after 5 days, they can be transferred directly inside your uterus. So this is about the steps of the IVF, which you should discuss with your doctor also in detail. Also, share your work situation with your doctor, because it is absolutely feasible to adjust the timing of your injections according to your convenience, like morning or evening. See, most of these injections, they come with a very small insulin-like needle. So they can even be taken on your own. If you're not able to travel every day to the fertility center, it is absolutely possible that you can take it on your own. It's a myth, no? There is a myth that while your IVF cycle is ongoing, you should be completely on rest. It is absolutely not true. You can carry on your routine work without having any stress and without taking any break from work. It is not going to harm that in any way. Also, another crucial component during preparing for your IVF journey is your relationship with your partner. It plays a very significant part in your IVF journey. So, having open, solid communication with your partner, there should always be someone with whom you can share whatever you are going through, whatever your feelings are. You can even attend a social event, or you can plan a short trip before you start your IVF cycle to have a better connection with each other, and also do something which makes you feel good about yourself. So take time out for yourself. You can follow your hobbies. You can, like whatever it can be, reading books or watching movies or painting or pottery. Do something which makes you feel happy. It can be an exercise, it can be a walk, it can be yoga or meditation, or just pampering yourself with whatever you like. And most importantly, if you do not get immediate success in IVF, it is not the end of the world. Please do not lose hope. And also, it is okay to express your emotions. It can be sadness, frustration, or anger. Don't ignore these feelings, but understand that this is not the end. Don't lose hope, because science has come a long way. There may be many more things that can be done to give you success next time. So there is definitely light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can please write down in the bar below. We'll be happy to answer it. How can I control my mood swings during IVF? See, during the IVF, due to some hormones which are given to you, there may be some mood swings. Also, because you are undergoing this physical and emotional turmoil, there can be mood swings. But just that's what I told you, as in previously I told, that have a communication with your doctor, with your partner. When you, while talking to each other, it will really help to vent out these feelings, whatever you are undergoing, and it will help you control your emotions. Then be just free. Okay, just keep your mind clear and go ahead with a positive approach. It will definitely help you. Even do some things which will make you happy. You can follow your hobbies, as I said earlier. You can do things which you really like, which make you feel happy about yourself. Okay, so get involved in some other things also, because IVF is not the only thing which is going on in life. So focus on other things also at the same time. It will really help you in going ahead positively. Does positive thinking help IVF? Yes, definitely positive thinking helps IVF, and it can definitely improve your success rate to a great extent, because our body and mind is connected. So whatever you are feeling, it is definitely going to have an effect on your body. So have a positive approach and be hopeful, think positively. It is going to really reflect in your success rate. Is it normal to be scared of IVF? It is absolutely normal to be scared, but there is actually nothing to be scared of IVF, because there are lots of myths which are going around IVF. People feel that it is something which is very huge and it is going to be very taxing physically and mentally, but it is not so. It is a very easy process. You just have to understand that it is not so difficult as everybody thinks so. It's just some daily injections for not too many days. It's just about 10 days, which can be taken on your own. These injections are very small, they are not very painful, also. And during the IVF cycle, there are not many side effects. They're very minor side effects, like so most of the people they say that there may be some weakness and tiredness. More than that, those severe complications and all, they are very, very rare. They usually do not happen. Okay, so it's a very easy thing. It is not that difficult. So please do not be scared of IVF. And once your embryos are prepared, then the embryos can be transferred back inside the uterus for preparing your lining of the uterus for that. Also, it is not a very huge process. You can carry on with your usual work routine. Also, you do not have to take leave from your work. After the embryo transfer, definitely we say that for a few days restrict your activities, but at that time, which is advised. So please do not be scared. Talk to your doctor, talk to your family, your husband. It will really help you in getting over it. How can I stay healthy during IVF? As I told you, have a balanced diet and which is rich in nutrients. During the IVF cycle per se, take lots of fluids, plenty of fluid intake. A high protein diet is definitely going to be helpful for you. And make sure before you start your IVF cycle, all your baseline tests are normal. Like I told, your sugar, thyroid, your hemoglobin, your blood counts, everything is normal. Also, just maintain a workout routine before you start your IVF cycle. Try to control your weight. If you're overweight, a weight reduction will definitely help to improve your success rate. But during the IVF cycle, a vigorous workout is not advised. But at that time, you can carry on with your work. So just you can stay healthy by following these basic diet and exercise routine. That is going to help you. Thank you. If you have any other doubts or if you have any other questions, you can definitely contact us on the number below, or you can come and meet us at Oasis Fertility anytime. Thank you.